Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Anna Wellness. This video is part of a series called Developing Self-Regulation Skills. This will focus on different ideas that you can use to help children develop self-regulation skills. Now, what is self-regulation? This is the ability to modulate and manage your emotions and behavior according to the expectations and demands of certain situations. So this includes resisting a highly emotional reaction to things that might be upsetting, and it also includes the ability to calm down, the ability to adapt to change, and the ability to tolerate frustration. Specifically today, we'll be talking about how to help children identify and name emotions and how these relates to self-regulation. In the book, The Whole Brain Child, Daniel Siegel and Tina Payne Bryson talk about an idea that is based on scientific findings. They say that when we name and tell what we have experienced, and when we talk about the feelings related to that experience, we give our brain the opportunity to work in an integrated way. And this then facilitates developing a response that is more adaptive and flexible, and therefore more regulated emotionally. So I'm going to explain in detail. Our brain has two hemispheres, the left and the right. So the left side of the brain is in charge of everything that has to do with logic, words, organization, and the explanations to our experiences. The right side of the brain is in charge of our feelings, emotions, sensations related to our experiences, and all nonverbal expressions. So when we are naming an experience and we're talking about the feelings, then our two sides of the brain can work together to create a more self-regulated response, a response that is more adaptive and flexible. So in order to help children talk about their emotions and talk about their experiences, we need to help them develop the language. So this is why I wanted to focus today on activities that we can use to help children talk about their feelings. So I'm going to name 4 strategies, and then I'm going to focus on the last one. So the first one is to be able to name all the emotions that you observe in the child. So if the child seems angry, you name that feeling and you say something like, I see that you might be angry because your toy broke, for example. Second, the idea is that you model how to name emotions from your own experience. So you can say things like, so I'm feeling sad today because my computer broke. Or you could say something like, oh, I'm feeling angry because we're not going to get to our appointment on time. Now, the third strategy is to be able to wonder with your child what other people might be feeling. So this could be in day-to-day experiences, or for example, when you're reading a book, you can ask the child what the characters might be feeling. And the last one is to be able to use playful activities to teach the child about feelings. So today I'm going to be talking about specifically The Color Monster. This is a beautiful book by Anna Llenas. So this is a book about a monster that has a lot of feelings inside, and they're represented in different colors. So he has a friend, a girl, who comes and helps him organize all the feelings in different jars. So this book explores 5 different emotions: happiness, sadness, anger, calmness, and fear. So after you read the book with the child, you can use the following printables to help them process. The first printable is the color monster, and the idea is that you have the child choose a color for all the feelings that they're feeling that day, and then he can color the monster according to what he's feeling. And then you use the second printable to help the child organize each emotion in the jars. So the child can draw the things that are making him feel that way, or they can just color the jar according to the intensity of their emotion. Now, I want to invite you to be flexible, because sometimes we present an activity to children and they turn it into something completely different, but that is still very powerful and rich. So this happens to me with my children and my clients all the time. So with this particular activity, I printed it out and gave the instruction to my children, but they use it in a different way. They decided to color each monster with each particular feeling. So one was yellow, one red, and all the colors, and they put cardboard behind it and they created toys. So in a tray with corn, they decided to play with the monsters, and they play different scenarios where, according to the feeling of the character, the monster would come with different colors. So this is an example of how a child can turn something into a different activity, and that's okay. Now, I wanted to share about the Color Monster game, because it's been one of my favorite games. I got it a couple months ago, so I haven't had the chance to use it with my clients, but my kids in particular have loved it. So this is a game where the players roll the die and they move through the game, and they have to share an experience or a moment where they felt that particular feeling where they landed. So if they land on the red one, they have to share when they felt angry. And then they have to guess which jar has the angry color. If they're able to guess it, then they put the feeling in there. And the idea is that the whole team wins when they're able to help the monster put all the feelings in their corresponding jars. So it is a beautiful game, and it is very simple. Young kids can play, and you can play it in any language you want. I also like the idea of winning as a team and helping the monster with his feelings, because I believe in the power of co-regulation and helping children self-regulate with us in a connected process. Once you're able to teach the child the different basic emotions, the idea is that you are able to help them expand their emotional vocabulary. So for these, I created this guide with the different colors that are included in the Color Monster book. And you can talk about different feelings related to the main ones. So for example, for anger, you can talk about feelings like frustration, being mad, resentment, hatred, disappointment, etc. And then for happy, you can talk about joyful, proud, excited, and so on. And then the last thing that I wanted to share with you is that I found that it's very important to help children identify the intensity in the emotion that they are experiencing. Because depending on the intensity of your emotion, you are going to choose different strategies to deal with that emotion. So if you're feeling just a little bit of anger, your strategy to deal with that emotion might be very different to the one that you will choose for a big anger. So for these, I developed this other guide. It has all the jars, and they're filled up to different intensity in emotions. So you can show the child this visual to help them identify where their emotion is. Now, a long time ago, I had created these other visual with different faces representing main emotions, basic emotions, and then the idea is that you show the visual and the child is able to identify how big their emotion is. Once they identify the intensity of the emotion, the idea is that you help them identify different strategies or things that they would do depending on the intensity of the emotion. I hope you found this information useful to help children identify emotions and talk about them. Now I invite you to stick around and watch a short video of me and my children playing the Color Monster game. In the description of this video, I'll include all the links to the resources that I talked about today, including all the printables and also the book and the game. So if you decide not to buy the book, I've included a link to a read aloud of the book. Thank you for coming to my channel, Anna Wellness. Don't forget to follow me on social media, like this video, like my channel, and subscribe. Also, remember to comment any questions you may have and any ideas of topics that you would want me to talk about in my upcoming videos. See you soon for more videos. Bye! Okay, you're going first?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one.
What feeling is the black one?
Scared.
Okay, when did you feel scared?
When you're a little small and you fall down and you got a nail.
When I was little,
Yeah.
and I fell down and I got a nail, you got scared.
Yeah.
You were alive when I was young.
And
Yeah.
then put you a band-aid. I will
Okay, so which one is the black one? Which jar?
put in this
What jar? Oh, that one? Oh, that's a confused. So let's show our friends. So this is a jar with confused beans. The girl has to help us put it away. Oops. Oh, you can go whatever you want to go.
Let's go dogs.
So you have to put the monster whatever you want because you got the spiral. This one. Where do you want to go? Happy, calm, sad, or angry? Where are you gonna move?
Happy.
The happy? Okay, so when did you feel happy? Qué tramposito. Entonces, pero comparto tus sentimientos. Cuando te sentiste asustado, cuéntame otro momento. No cuando yo me caí, cuando sino vos. Piensa.
Estoy en sueño. Sí, tú eres un sueño.